Okay, so as we finish this, we're going to do practice time. You guys should have done this on your own. I'll do a quick little sketch of these on your own as a quick practice part. I should have taken away 7 from both sides. X is less than or equal to 3. I lied. That was an ugly 3. 3, which means it's going to be a closed dot on 3 going left. Divide by negative 3. X is going to flip that inequality. Negative 8. Negative 8, open to the right. We get a little bit, oh, this one's not too bad. Multiply by 3, multiply by 3. X is greater than or equal to 12. 12, close to the right. This one, line down the middle, I'm going to go plus 9, plus 9. So negative 2x is greater than negative 15 plus 9. Well, if you owe me 15, you give me 9, you still owe me 6. Divide by negative 2, circle that inequality. X is less than 3. Open dot on 3 to the left. And the last one, fractions, the fraction one. Now, on this one, you have a couple different options. You can either work with fraction or you can get rid of the fractions. Totally up to you. I personally like getting rid of them. I would probably go like this, and I would multiply the entire thing by 5, which would give me 5 times multiplied by the tops, like over 1. So multiply the tops, right? Multiply the bottoms if we want to, but 5 times that would be 10 fifths x plus 25 less than or equal to 5 times 41, which is going to give me 5/15 over 5. And as I reduce them, now you could reduce it on the way if you wanted to. This is going to give me just the 2. The 25, yes, because I distributed. And then here, this goes in, and I end up with just 31. So now I'm going to have 2x plus 25 less than or equal to 31. And now it's much easier for me to solve. Oops, I'm going to take away 25, take away 25. I get 2x is equal to 31 minus 25. Let's see, 25 be 30 be 6. And then I'm going to multiply or divide, excuse me, both sides by 2. So x is equal to 3. So my sign though should still be this one. So it's so I'm going to have at 3 closed dots and going left. Now, if I chose to do that using the fractions, I would end up, let me give you a different color here. I would have 2 fifths x plus 5 equal less than or equal to 31 over 5. This is over 1. So I'm going to go minus 5 over 1, minus 5 over 1. I'm going to have 2 fifths x less than or equal to, well, 5 over 1, I still have to find a common denominator. So make it a 5, make this negative 25. And then I'm going to end up with 6 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 2, multiplied by 5 over 2. These 5 cancel, these 2's cancel, x is less than or equal to. These 5's cancel, this reduces to just 3, and I end up with a 3. Either way, I get the same value. All right, now we're into day 6, the warm-up of day 6. So I want you to go through this, try it on your own, basically whether it's a discount, deposit, or withdrawal. Withdrawal means you're taking it out, deposit means you're putting it in, and discounts means you have a part off. So like a discount such as a coupon or a discount code, okay? And then below that, changing fractions into decimal is top divided by the bottom, or numerator divided by the denominator, and then give me the decimal version of those. And then I want you to evaluate this with the following values of 2, negative 2, and 0. Make sure you plug it in for the x value. So it should be 6 parentheses and then minus 5. So plug it in, for instance, 2. This would be 12 minus 5. So I'd end up with 7. and this would be A. And then I would suggest you do B, and then I would suggest you do C. Do them separately. All right, now we're into working with word problems. And as we're working with word problems, we are going to kind of do that same thing we did with all those boxes. Remember the little strips? However, we're going to get a little bit more advanced, hopefully. Now, in the past, we talked a little bit about how those strips eventually rolled into like a y equals mx plus b format. Right now, we're really going to be working with this part of it, okay, until we get a total. This is going to be your total. The m is a rate. The x is the number of, or the per, and then this is going to be your base amount or start value. All right, so Andre has a summer job selling magazine subscriptions. He earns $25 per week plus $3 for every subscription he sells. So it's per week, keep that in mind. He hopes to make enough money this week, so basically in 1 week. So we don't have to worry about the per week piece, just 1 week. This week he's going to make $25 plus $3 for every subscription he sells to buy a pair of soccer cleats. Let n represent the number. So n is the number of magazine subscriptions. So n equals number mag subscriptions. Now, Andre sells this way, right? Subscription he sells this week. Write an expression for the amount of money he makes this week. Well, this week, he's going to make $25 plus $3 for every subscription he sells. And what subscription he sells is n. So it's going to be 3n. The least expensive pair of cleats Andre wants is $68. That's a total. That's what he needs. That's the total he needs. Write and solve an equation now, equation. So this was write an expression. So there's no equal signs. This is write an equation, meaning I'm going to have an equal sign. So 68 is equal to, and then go ahead and put down his value, 25 plus 3n. Now Andre, he sold 16 magazine subscriptions this week. Did he would he reach his goal? If he did this, would he reach his goal? Explain your reasoning. Well, substitute it in and see. Sub in and see. So 68 is equal to 25 plus 3n. Okay, well, first of all, let's just look at this part. If I had 25 plus 3 times 16, so basically I'm saying let n equal 16. If I do 3 times 16, well, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 would be 48 plus 25. 25 plus 48 is 8 and 5 is 3. Carry the 1, 13 would be 3 and be 73. So would he have enough? Yes. Because he would have made $73 and he only needs to make 68. What are some numbers of the magazine subscriptions Andre could have sold and still reached his goal? Well, you can either plug and chug, or another way to do that would be go ahead and solve it and then find out. He wants the 25 plus 3n. We want that value to be greater than or equal to 68. So when I solve it, minus the 25, minus the 25, I'm going to get 3n is greater than or equal to, what's 68 minus 25? Well, calculate it would be 3, be 43. Divide both sides by 3. And I get n is greater than or equal to, and I get 14 and 1/3. Okay, what that really means is he's got to sell 14, a little over 14 subscriptions. Well, you can't sell part of a subscription, so we're going to have to round up. Make it reasonable. So he needs to sell basically 15 or more. So other numbers that would reach his goal would be 15, 16, 17, and plus. Yes? Now write an inequality, which we kind of already did. We already put it in there as here. So it's the 25 plus 3n is greater than or equal to 68. Write an inequality to describe the number of subscriptions under must sell to reach his goal. So he must sell greater than or equal to 15 subscriptions. So number 2. Looking at number 2, Diego has budgeted $35 from his job earnings to buy shorts and socks for soccer. He needs 5 pair of socks and a pair of shorts. Socks cost different amounts in different stores. The shorts he wants is this much. So let X represent the price of 1 pair of socks. So X equals $1, 1 pair socks. Write an expression for the total cost of socks and shorts. Well, socks are X, shorts are $19.95. And we have to have how many pair of socks? 5. So we have to have, for 1 pair is X, so 5 pair would be 5X plus the $19.95. That would be our total expression. Now write and solve an equation that says it wants exactly 35. So I'm going to say 5x plus 19.95 is equal to 35. So write and solve it. So we have to solve it here. Minus 19.95 minus 19.95. I'm going to get 5x is equal to 35. Take away 19.95 gives me 15.05. Divided by 5, I end up with x is equal to 3.01. Oh, right. There we go. So let's scroll this down. So if he bought 5 pair of socks, he could have spent $3.01 per pair of socks. List some other possibilities for socks that would still allow him to stay within his budget. So within his budget, then I want that 5x plus 19 to be less than or equal to that 35 to be able to stay within that budget. So if I know that x, then solving it y is all the way down here, change this sign here, it would be less than or equal to $3.01. So other values, possible prices, would be anything less than 301. So $3, $2.50, $1, etc. Write an inequality to represent the amount of that Diego can spend on a single pair of socks. Well, that's this guy. Oops. That is this guy. I'm just kind of making it a little bit quicker on you. There you go. So 5x plus 19 less than or equal to 35. All right. Then on this one, practice time, I want you to do the practice for number 6. You're on your own.